Have you ever made a wish so desperate it felt like you were shouting it into the void? What if I told you there's a place where every one of those wishes goes? A place where the whispers of human hope gather like mist over water. Long, long ago, when the world was still breathing its first breaths, there was a river the gods called Sarasrava, the flow of desires. Its waters weren't just water, they were liquid starlight, crystal clear, carrying the faint echoes of every wish ever made. If you knelt by its banks and listened closely, you could hear a farmer praying for rain, a mother wishing for her child's health, a lonely traveler longing for the warmth of home. But such a powerful place needed a guardian, and it had one, a spirit named Anaya, born from the very first tear shed by the moon. Her sacred duty was to maintain the world's delicate balance, because she knew a dangerous truth: wishes, if granted too freely, could unravel the very fabric of reality. They could bring joy, but they could also bring chaos. One fateful day, a wandering prince named Arev stumbled upon this hidden river. His heart was a landscape of ash and ruin. His kingdom had been stolen by betrayal and ravaged by war. All he had left was a burning, all-consuming wish to reclaim what was his. He fell to his knees beside the shimmering water, his voice raw with grief. River, he begged, grant me the strength to take back what is mine. Give me the power to see justice done. The water rippled, not from the wind, but from a presence. From the depths, Anaya emerged, her form as ethereal as moonlight on water. Her voice was like the gentle current, soft yet firm. Your wish is heavy, mortal, she said, her eyes seeing straight into the fire in his soul. It carries the weight of battle and bloodshed. If I grant it, the lives of countless others may be altered, and many may suffer. A wish this great requires a great price. What will you give in return? Arev looked at his reflection in the water. He saw a man who had lost everything. What more could he possibly give? He thought of the speeches he would make, the commands he would shout in battle, the triumphant words he would speak upon his return. And then he found his answer. He looked up at the spirit and spoke with a resolve that surprised even himself. If I must give something, he said, his voice steady, let it be my voice. I will fight my battles in silence. I will win back my home without a single spoken word. Let my actions be my voice, and let justice be heard through my deeds alone. Anaya studied him, a flicker of surprise in her ancient eyes. So few mortals ever offered a true sacrifice for their desires. Most wanted everything for nothing. She saw the sincerity in his heart, the iron in his will. She touched the surface of the water, and it rose like 1,000 silver threads, weaving themselves around Arev. A cool silence washed over him. When he opened his mouth to speak, no sound came out. His voice was gone. But in its place, a new, unshakable strength flowed through his veins, his spirit now as unyielding as a mountain. Years passed, Arev became a legend, a ghost on the battlefield. He fought not with rallying cries, but with strategy and courage that spoke louder than any words. His silence was unnerving to his enemies, but to his allies it was a symbol of his unwavering focus. His kindness, shown through quiet gestures and selfless acts, won the hearts of strangers who joined his cause. He didn't need to make promises. His actions were his bond. When he finally stood victorious in the throne room of his reclaimed kingdom, a deep, resonant silence filled the hall. He ruled for the rest of his days with profound fairness and wisdom. He never spoke, but he became the greatest listener the kingdom had ever known. His people would say that their king had no voice of his own because he carried the voices, the hopes and the worries of all his people within his heart, and the river of forgotten wishes, Sarasrava, flowed on, its waters forever whispering the endless desires of humanity into the night. Guarded by Anaya, who would sometimes watch the silent king from afar and smile. She knew he had learned the river's deepest secret, that true strength is unfound in demanding your wish be granted, but in the sacrifice you're willing to make for it. And sometimes the greatest power we can possess is the ability to stop talking and truly listen. What do you think? Is the greatest power in what we gain or in what we're willing to give up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, please give this video a like and subscribe for more tales that make you wonder. Thank you for listening.